so today's topic is the properties of black magic practitioners, that you need to be very alert on this particular thing. Now, this is something which is very, very dangerous and very, very sensitive topic that I'm talking about today, because there were, I think, couple of cases which came to me 2 to 3 years back, okay, that people wrote to me that they were trying to buy a house and they were trying to buy a land which was economical in cost, and they did not know the history behind it, because the directions were northeast, as per the Vastu, the best directions being the northeast direction, and the size of the plot was also rectangle and square, and otherwise the builded apartment which was there, that also was Vastu compliant. So everything was just perfect, but they had this issue that why still this place is so economical and why this is not going for the selling. Okay, why people are not purchasing this? So that was one of the intelligent factors that this one of the families did. Not all of them did, but one of the families did, and they got the diagnosis done for that particular house, that what is the reason, because we really don't know the history behind it. And they were asking the neighbors, and everybody was acting very fishy, that no, there is no problem in the house, everything is all right, and maybe the person who is the owner doesn't want to sell the house and all of that. But since the wife of the house, the lady of the house, could sense through her sixth sense there's something wrong, so she got the diagnosis done from us. And surprisingly, what the diagnosis said was, this is an example that I'm quoting for you people so that you understand clearly. Okay, there was this black magic practitioner. When I'm talking about black magic practitioner, I don't mean people who do the removals. I'm not talking about spiritual healers. I am not talking about people who do positive things. I'm talking about tantrics who do evil things. I'm talking about black magic specialists who are there for money purposes. They do vashikaran, they do deadly acts on people just because of money. And they're not scared against Mother Nature. So they're into basically evil practices. So this person was staying there, a male tantric was staying there, who was actually into this evil practice of different black magic processes. Okay, and of course he used to go to the cemeteries and graveyards to do different processes, but the place where he was staying was also one of the venues of doing several little processes of black magic against people. Okay, so now what happens is that when you get into a venue or you get into a premises like this, you have a lot of negative energies, and you also have, secretively, I would say, kept evil spirits out there which do not all the time go with the tantrics or the black magic practitioners once they shift their place. Yes, because there's so much of immense negativity that is being done on that particular thing. Skulls are used, the human skulls are used in those places where they create their so-called temple, and different processes like, digging the nails, the copper nails or the iron nails, or making dolls and putlas. So that energy of all this negativity still remains there for a very, very long time, And in fact, when new people come in, these energies have the tendency to get attached with the people who enter that place. Because see, black magic practitioners, they know how to tackle these things, okay? And sometimes from them also, it backfires to them once any mistake is done. So many a times we have seen deaths of black magic practitioners happening because of their blunders or mistake they do in the processes. So when any family enters that place, you can go through health problems, you can go through supernatural events, paranormal activities. Sometimes also, I have seen, there was another case which came to me that, the lady had rented an apartment of hers to a person who was into the black magic practitioners, these practices from a long time, but he was not a tantric, but he used to go to a tantric. Now there's another case here who used to go to a tantric, and he knew little processes, that how to perform these processes in his house as per the remedies he used to call. Okay, and this tantric person, of course, never gave those high degree tips to the person, but mediocre tips as to this is what you can do in your own premises. And the poor lady, who was the owner, did not know about this, that he's doing all this. But when this person left, and then she was trying to put this house in the rent again, that never happened. It's almost, when she came to me, it's almost, I think, 5 to 6 years later. No one was taking that rented apartment. The moment anybody used to come to see the apartment, they used to feel very negative, and something used to go wrong, and they used to say, no, we are not interested. So then she got the case study done, and we got to know that he used to do certain processes through which the energy still remains there. Okay, so this is one of the reasons that you are actually putting your life into stake if you're taking any house in which black magic practitioner has done his or her practices. Okay, this I'm again repeating, it's not about spiritual healers, it's not about positive people who do reikis, who do the chakra healing. These are positive things. We are talking about evil things. Okay, people who do black magic, the evil tantrics. So I just wanted to convey this message, and if something like this is happening in your life, and something like this, you have entered the premises, the land, or anything like this, you can get the case study done, get this sorted as to whether something like this is existing or not in your life, and be very clear on this. Okay, so that's about it. I'll come up with another topic. Till then, goodbye.